evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out boardwalk hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of middleweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see. Butcher's ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him. Big trains on. All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10.
Don't stay in one spot.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Big Train.
Keep swinging, baby.
Able to dismiss that body shot. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Good combination to the body. What does the jab offer him here?
Victory.
It's as simple as that.
It sure is.
Circle him, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Big Train. Butcher's ability to punch, to flat out put forth power, puts people in the seats. Early on, that's what they expect to see here.
And early on, sometimes too much of a good thing, guess what? It can be dangerous. It can backfire. If he lands a punch and it doesn't get rid of the guy, well, what else can he do? What happens then?
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Uppercut to the inside. Keep moving.
Gets rid of that body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Big Train's back in his corner now, probably reflecting on what was a very solid round. Now, he didn't overwhelm his guy with a quantity of punches, but he was so effective with what he did put forth.
Yeah, you're right. You know, a lot of times people think that the muscles that count the most in any sport, and especially in this sport, such a difficult sport, is, you know, the biceps, the physical things that you see, you know, the chest, the back. You know, this guy's got the strong muscle up top, you know, over his shoulders, in between his shoulders, his brain. And that's why he's picking the spot so well. That muscle is serving him to win this fight right now.
Fine looking right hand by Big Train. What a solid left by Big Train. Very accurate two-punch combo by Big Train. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Butcher. Good step back counter punch there. A little head hunting with the right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Big Train is going to think about the next time. What a great round this has turned into. After doing the hurting, now and yet another big shot comes in. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. They both decide to bring it. Pulled the trigger on that overhand left. Final 10 seconds. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Big Train. That's the kind of
fighting
round
this
that
fight.
tells you
You're
all
fighting
you
on
need
the
to know
inside
about
with this
what
guy.
kind of
I want
fight
you-
this is. Back and forth action, both guys hurt.
That's the kind of round that you better make sure that you did all your work in the gym, that you're in shape, because more to come.
Butcher's coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
Good job landing 3 punches by Butcher.
Good job, baby.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Butcher is well off the mark that time. Good job on the 2-punch combo by Butcher. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Big Train's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Get inside.
Not able to land a
Yeah, baby,
headshot.
good work. Good work.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Big Train. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Butcher.
You gotta land a big punch now, champ. No doubt about it. You lose in this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot in the...
This is a fairly competitive, tight fight. The difference being, of course, we did have a knockdown scored as you look at Teddy's scorecard.
And that's what professional boxing is about, putting fannies in the seat. A harder puncher, the guy who's more effective, the guy who puts more hurt on you,
Finish with the
gets
hook.
the rounds.
Big Train's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
Throw that uppercut.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Nice. Nice.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Butcher.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
You see how he comes over the top with that left hand. Well-placed shot there. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching.
You got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
He tried solid up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
Stand up. Stand up.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. End of that round.
I don't want you to
And the
slug it out
knockdown
with
was
this guy,
scored.
right?
Now, Teddy,
Keep your
the
range.
fighter who was
Jab,
floored,
jab, right.
how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball, and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook. Get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Big Train sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Very accurate to the body with that left hook. Then he brings the right hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Big Train. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Big Train's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Parries that punch away. Butcher's starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a three-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Not able to land the uppercut. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Big Train's fighting a completely different fight right now. He went down earlier, and you can say that he's just throwing that strategy, that original game plan, right in the garbage.
Well, it's showing you that he's a thinking man's fighter. He had to make an adjustment. You know, he would have had no chance to survive and to later win this fight if he stayed with the same plan. He had to come up with a little bit of a change.
And that's exactly what he's done. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Butcher's got to find a way. That kind of energy moving forward here, because I do believe he's ahead on the scorecards in a close fight. Very close fight.
Yeah, I see it about the same way, but you just said it. It's very important that his corner people now don't really tell him that he's ahead. I think they let him think that if he's not behind, it's a dead even fight, and keep pushing, right? Stay responsible, stay within yourself, but keep pushing.
Unable to connect by Big Train. Big Train's not having the fight he wants to have right now. I know that he's a guy that likes to stay in the outside, but right now it's not getting it done, Teddy. An adjustment needs to be made.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the adjustment has to be. You better start moving those feet. You know, get range, get separation.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Yeah, you got this.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Keep working the body. Stay away from those. Come on.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Nothing there on the punch by Butcher.
Inside, inside. That's good, good. Now that's what we worked on at the gym. Good job, boy. Good job. Keep moving. Keep moving. Now you gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Butcher's gathering
Nice
himself
work on the
right now
outside.
in the
Keep it
corner,
up.
and his trainer is
capitalize on
really
his
doing him a
misses,
good
okay?
service in reminding him. Yes, to this point, the later stages of this fight, you're in control, but still, go out and do everything we talked about in training camp. Big Train's putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher, but Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches. What kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and hey, he might not win the fight. He can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
Flush right hand to the body.
That's it.
Butcher's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
Bang the body, bang the body. That's right.
back to the belt line.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Good job.
Butcher's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos.
Double up on those punches. Double up. Come on, double up on the punches.
Big Train's wanting to counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring, especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would say, oh, that guy fought the kind of fight that, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
Start of round number 8. It's been an interesting one so far. He finds himself down, even though he has scored a knockdown.
And he deserves to be, Joe. After that knockdown, he went to sleep. He just stopped working.
Do that again. That looks good. Do that one more time.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Butcher. Butcher's nose is now starting to bleed. Able to block it. Oh, and there you go. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head
keep
automatically
moving.
right now.
That's it.
You don't want to stay in the middle.
A headshot blocked.
Keep it tight. Good, good.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Butcher. Butcher's being so very
Back to the body,
effective,
back to the
punching in
body.
combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that
Jump
hand
on it
speed.
right now.
No better way to use it than putting them together.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Big Train. What a big shot. That was a big shot that scored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
So the bell to end that round. This like when the next round starts.
Well, that's the thing. The corner's going to have to take care of that, get some ice on him. And also, they're going to have to think, do they want him to go back out?
What an impact that left hand just made by Butcher. Well-placed shots came after a nice defensive move there. Good block. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it. Butcher stunned and staggered. He is wobbly and damaged and just flailing with his arms trying to punch back. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Butcher's making this like artwork. Great round now. Back and forth after he did the hurting. He's the one hurt.
So simply put, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
Don't let him get to you, kid. Pace yourself. Looking good, baby. Move your head. Move your head.
A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Butcher. Commits to the straight right. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot.
Pace yourself.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.